Hey, what is up, everybody? Chad here with Comic Book Cheese, and today we are with our last prelude to the Civil War. After this one, we're gonna get straight into the actual story itself, because it's basically like seven. It's like 7 issues or 6 issues. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure it's 7, and then it's like a bunch of tie-ins to it, which makes it so long. But the tie-ins are like basically like with everybody, like they have like the Wolverine tie-ins, the Spider-Man's, Fantastic Four. It's like everybody, like everyone has like tie-ins and stuff. That makes it so long. But right now we're with the Illuminati. This story right here is basically this story and the Fantastic Four story. We're basically just like getting Thor and Hulk out of the way, so like people aren't asking like where's Thor and Hulk and all this. Because honestly, if you have either one of them there, whichever side they're on is gonna win basically. So it's not like they had to get them out of the way so they can actually get the story. They can actually have the story told. But this right here is with the Illuminati. If you don't know who the Illuminati are, it's basically Iron Man, Reed Richards, Namor the Submariner, Black Bolt the Inhuman, Doctor Strange, and it's gonna be T'Challa the Black Panther eventually, but just not right now. He didn't want to deal with none of the BS that they had going on. So he's just like out of the way right now. But basically like we're starting with the Illuminati. They're meeting up at the old Avengers base. To have one of their discussions and stuff, one of their infamous discussions, and they're talking about the Incredible Hulk. Cause basically like a month ago, what he did was he hulked out. He killed like almost 30 people, and like injured a bunch of people. And he also killed like a dog and stuff. Like they're just like talking about like what should be done about him. So like Tony Stark, he's just talking. He's just like throwing out the idea of like sending him away. Sending Bruce Banner away. But Namor, he interjects. He's talking about he's basically like making fun of Tony. Like he's talking like you had a drinking problem, so like should we send you away too? Like that kind of stuff. Like throwing back at Tony's face. But Tony's like he basically he brings up a good point. He's talking about like how he's never killed anybody. As a result of his drinking, which is actually like kind of that's a good point honestly, because like Hulk is like actually like freaking out and just like killing people, like innocent people, like people that are just like there, like Tony's never done that. So it's a good point. Like Namor, that he just like tried to just throw it in there, just for the cut, like, just for the hell of it, And Reed Richards, like he starts talking to him, starts talking to Namor, and he's like, they've tried to like keep Bruce's power in check, like him becoming the Incredible Hulk. He's tried to dampen Doctor Strange. He tried to go to the astral plane and find solutions to like what could be done for it. Professor Charles Xavier, he read his mind, and he actually found out that Bruce Banner was like contemplating like killing himself. Like he wanted to do that. He wanted to commit suicide because like having the Hulk like within himself, like it's a burden on him. Like he feels like everyone that dies because of it, it's basically like blood on his hands, like that kind of thing. And then Namor ends up saying that they're basically punishing him for like stuff that happens, like stuff that happened in the House of M, all that stuff, like with Scarlet Witch. She erased like a bunch of the mutants and stuff, like got rid of their powers and whatnot. And they're basically saying like they're punishing him for that, which honestly it's not just that. It's like it's more like like that took place, But basically they start to take a vote, and they end up voting to like send Bruce Banner away, And Namor, he's just like talk to him. He's like, y'all better not touch him, bro. If y'all touch him, I'ma touch y'all. No freaky. And then Tony Stark, he's like, okay, you're not the only one here who's willing to fight. And then we're just like smacks him out the building as soon as he said it. And, he just like chases him into the water. And he just like starts destroying Iron Man, honestly, because like Iron Man, he landed in the water, and just like Namor did, like him being the king of the sea, like that's his territory. Like you're not about to beat Namor in the water. He just starts like wrecking Iron Man, rips off his helmet and all that stuff. Tony Stark's about to drown, but Doctor Strange eventually he comes up and actually he subdues both of them. But Namor is basically telling them that Bruce is like gonna come back and wreck him, and and Namor ends up leaving after that. Which honestly, we will get to that story. Like we will get to that story. Like that story is amazing. The Hulk in that story is ridiculously good. I love that story so much. But then eventually we go into how they actually get him to get rid of him. So basically what they did is they tricked him onto like this satellite, and they actually rigged the satellite to like leave the atmosphere, like leave the area. So it basically like goes through this wormhole, and like he was supposed to never be found. He was supposed to be just like gone forever, but like eventually he'll find his way back. It's the whole, you can't just like write him out of the story. So eventually he'll find his way back. But that was the end of that story. I just wanted to throw it in there. That is just as like a prelude to the Civil War. So if you like this story, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and I will see y'all in the actual Civil War story, which I'll probably like actually upload the same time I upload this one. So I'll see y'all in.